Hello everyone. So this is an Ari, and you've probably seen that there's an issue with like the new patch for Gwent. So the new season's going to be delayed, and the patch is going to be delayed. There wasn't going to be any balance changes, but obviously the current season is going to be extended for indefinite amount of time. In app, it's saying a week, so we'll have to see. So there was going to be a six faction, six decks tomorrow. It was all recorded, sort of ready to go out, but obviously, with this change, I'll sort of delay it until the new season comes. Um, but I'm not going to leave you without content. So this is one of the decks that will be sort of covered in that video. I guess a bit of a spoiler, but it's a precision strike list that I say come up with. It's quite an old archetype at this point, so it's sort of running a lot of the typical sort of things you're looking for in a precision strike, relatively unitless list. But a few of the sort of weird things in there are we're running Sathernesis and Curse of Corruption, which is a really awkward combination. You definitely need to be careful with that one. You typically either want to be playing Curse of Corruption before you play Sathernesis, or you want to be playing them in different rounds. It can be a little tricky to figure out, but give it a few games, you'll get the hang of it. We're also running Shiru in this list, so sort of a return to Shiru, and the reason for this is there's a lot of Lippy on the ladder, and this is kind of the point of the deck. This pretty much targets the Lippy matchup because certainly in a round 3, for example, a lot of units in Lippy are sort of 4 power. So everything off Ceres, for example, Lippy himself, and even the sort of taller units, so things like Burner or Snowdrop are up at 6. So they're relatively easy to get down to that 4 point. So you can then Isengrim's Council to get Shiru, or you can get one Circle of Life proc onto Shiru, something like that. Get up to 5, use a leader ping to put it to 4, and get 25-30 points of value. And I have got a Lippy game in there, so you'll be able to sort of see this in action. And yeah, it seems to do really well in that matchup. Vi can be sort of a difficult matchup. It's kind of 50-50. Very much depends on you having the right tools at the right time. Little awkward, but this definitely has a really favourite matchup against Lippy. So yeah, there's going to be 6 factions, 6 decks coming. And I would just ask, if you enjoy the video, to leave a like, and if you want to see more content, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe. So I'll get into the videos, and I'll catch you later. Alright, this is literally what I was talking about in the intro. See if I can put my money where my mouth is. I'm pretty confident. We had a pretty good matchup against Lippy with Shiru. So I guess we'll find out, won't we? I'm really looking for carryover more than anything. I don't really want to be committing a whole lot this round. Making a bomb's kind of good. Pyrotech's good. Maybe even drop the Sathernesis here. To synthesis. I never say it right. We got Shiru. I mean, we can now circle Shiru. It's not all bad. I realised I put together my deck and just double check. Yeah, I didn't put any elves in. General idea is you want to leave Shiru as your only elf. And yeah, luckily I didn't mess that up. It's quite easily done though. I feel like best value we're gonna get from making a bomb there. So I think kind of the plan here is to just not really develop anything. If they take the round, they take the round. I'm not super bothered. We can take advantage of like circles and things like that this round. I feel like maybe should have dropped the Curse of Corruption actually in that mulligan. That's probably going to be our Curse of Corruption target if we're going to play it this round. It'll probably actually be whatever gets tactical advantaged. Thinking about it. Yeah. Nothing to worry about quite yet. We'll chuck it on the Shiru. Because provided we find like Sky, I don't know, man. I don't know. Council could be a little awkward, but it's okay. Yeah, so we'll Curse of Corruption that. All good so far. Same again, we'll just remove this. So we're still within reach with an era into Markham, puts us at 13. Oh, thinking about it, we're actually not. Alright, this probably has to be a pass then. I mean, at any point, like, Shiru would clear this, but I think we maybe just take our pass here. So we can play Pyrotech. What was it? 4, point down 22. We'd be down by 19. No, we just pass here. I think this is okay. What do you need? Lots of blinds. I mean, best outcome here would be like a bit of a short round and passing out or something, but I don't expect it. Cool. It's an easy rock slide. I mean, is it? I mean, arguably we could just Karathi that. Actually, I think we just Karathi it. Because I don't really want them getting that again, round 3. They choose to Lippy. Yeah. So Pyrotech's kind of nice here. I mean, they could have like Stunning Blow, but I don't think anyone's running that now, are they? Slash. That.
We'll pay men back for their persecution.
I honestly think we can stack the guard here. Since we're up on points and they're kind of trailing on a card, I'm not as afraid of removal onto it. We may be able to go a card up into round 3, which would be really, really nice. Alright, I may actually, just to get the points, I might Forest Protector that. So if I Forest Protector that, we then also have Agitator, we have Beckers, we have Isengrims. Yeah, I think Forest Protector in here usually takes the round for us. We do also have the option of... Okay. We do also have the option of Isengrim into kind of whatever we get out of these. Any of these really works. Slash. Okay. Alright. Guess we just go for it. It's an 8 power unit. It is what it is. Since it hadn't got any hand buffs or anything, it's basically clogging the deck at that point. Alright, beautiful. That went as well as I could possibly ask for. Like, they no doubt have Lippy in hand and they'll go for that, but luckily Shiro should clear off pretty much everything, and now we'll just look for like a complete lack of interactivity. So we can Anira at some point for Justice. I mean, honestly, I don't think we mulligan any here. This is pretty perfect. So I want to get the Pyrotech down because we want to get it down to 2 just before Shiro comes in. Okay.
Hey, listen here. This is well.
What got discarded? I'm not actually sure what got discarded there. I'm not too sure. Was that Knickers? I think it might have been Knickers. Which would kind of make sense. So we'll drop to Thernesis. Might as well clear this off. It would get caught in Shiro anyway, but we need to activate it at some point. Oh, I wish I'd just waited. Right, so maybe even Novigradian Justice here. Not too sure. We could also use a ping and from Anira get a circle. Actually seems not too bad of an idea. Oh. Where are you? There you are. I'll get that onto God, because this is just going to come down huge. And then we can use the Beckers on that. Okay. Okay, so what did they miss? All good, all good. Berries? Right, this is the moment I was talking about, man. You'll kind of see. So, one ping here, and it's better to kill this because if we don't get the Broccolons out, and then Terry's and Lippy go by. This is why I was considering maybe cutting the Sentinels, because then we could use the extra ping to also clear his Mork bag. But then instead we got 4 points. I think it swings and roundabouts there. And then this is... No, this can't be Curse of Corruption. Because that's back in deck and they've used an era for series. Rathi, okay. So that kills a 2. And then... Oh my god. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I definitely feel like Lippy's a very strong matchup for this deck for sure. Alright, against Dead Eyes. I feel like we kind of have a decent matchup. I'm assuming that this is... Sorry, just tying up my hair. I'm assuming this will be like the movement list. And if we can like... Shiro's going to be very much like a... If we get it at the right time to work, it'll be really good. I mean, we don't want God, but the Agitator is pretty nice with it. Maybe just drop the Tempering, I don't know. Maybe even Sathernesis goes. I'm not sure. Not sure. I'll try Forest Protector. Yeah, this hand's really clumsy. Really clumsy. Alright, that's going to be an issue, but not a whole lot we can do about it. So, does that warrant a Karathi? Arguably it does. But I mean, it's not doing a whole lot. My only concern is like we're not really getting units down on the board. Our other option is to Novigradian Justice, which actually, now I think about it, I really like that, to be honest. Just because I feel like when they're going to be like developing like Sentry and Dryad Matron and like Cat Witcher, we're going to be looking to be Shiroin, and I don't really want that lining up with Novigradian Justice. Alright. That's a very nice circle. I'm really hoping this guy is not running a... what's it called? Curse of Corruption. Because I plan to get this Sithanasis quite tall. Okay, so they're killing that. That's fine. I guess they're trying to... Oh, they saw it coming, man. They saw it coming. So we could, like, clear that off. But I feel like Becker's is going to get better targets than this. We can just play it slow. Alright. Got his own. I mean, that's fine. Could arguably play the Sithanasis this round. I think we're just going to have to tuck it and see. Well, maybe after Becker's this. I know we're probably going to get better options, but yeah, I think it's correct there. I mean, either one's I mean, that kind of works out. You know, because it's hitting a shield, it's not giving him any points. Fine. Fine. Spread it out a little bit. 12, 17, 10, 20, 14, 12, 17. Okay, really leaning into this, Sabertooth, I see. So, 12, 17, 20. We maybe just pass. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to pass. Obviously Sabertooth's pretty good in against like unitless, mainly because you can't go full unitless, you have to run a few, and so the few that you do play aren't that great. It's a good dry pass card. We haven't actually played a Nature's Rebuke. Maybe just chuck back God. There's a Corruption. Yeah, there's other stuff. Other stuff we want. Alright, so that's just eating a Rebuke straight away. I mean, we could circle it, maybe get some Skag's value, because we've really been missing out on Skag's value. I think that might be worth it. I also threw Curse of Corruption because we may have to play Sithanasis this round, and doesn't synergize too well with Curse of Corruption. It is kind of one of the... Oh, I forgot they were running Berman. It's kind of one of the things when I was building the deck I was really unsure about. Mainly because there is that like massive anti-synergy, but... I mean, it works, I guess. We got extra carryover. Didn't really lose a whole lot. Alright, so we'll chuck this back, chuck that back. God, this is going to be awkward. This is such an awkward hand. I mean, would it be insane to just ban a card here? Yeah, I actually think I'll ban a card there, yeah. Alright, so we can Karathi this, then we can Mitch's Rebuke.
Do you hear? They approach.
Time for you to die.
Alright. I'm probably just going to kill the commander. Just because that's a little awkward. Don't want to be dealing with that. I would imagine Curse of Corruption might be coming in just to kill Aas. Just because if we don't do that, it gets a little clumsy. Like, weirdly, I kind of want them to, yeah. I think this could be, like, true Elves. Like, we could be seeing Isengrim come out, and we actually kind of want them to Isengrim, to be honest. Because we can line up 4s even better if these 3s are allowed to go up to 4. Yeah. It's over, boys.
The only good human is a dead human. The only good human is a dead human.
Right, so we'll ping that once. So we're probably not going to get the... What do you call it out? The Sentinels. I think that's... Considering how much value we get out of this, I'm totally fine with it. Seems good. Seems pretty good. It's also kind of why I'm not running a... Oh wow, that's not the one. It's kind of why I'm not running All God, just because there are like games like this where you want to give up the Sentinels in your deck, which is again why I'm considering cutting them, in all honesty. Because I mean, in the Lippy game, you know, it works out. You can get away with doing it quite easily, but you know, there are matchups sometimes where you want to get that extra clear off the board, and you can't line up as super easy Sentinels without messing up your Shiru. Because like, we could have got it out there, but it would have really messed up Shiru. Nice. Very good. Very good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think this deck's going to see a lot more play this season for sure. Very strong.